The Mkhuhlu Pastors Forum in Mpumalanga are calling on police to intervene to curb the spike in church robberies in the area after several incidents where churchgoers were robbed of their personal belongings during services. The latest robbery happened this past Sunday, making it the second incident in a month in the same area. A place of worship where believers gather for prayer and fellowship has now turned into a crime scene. In two separate incidents, congregants were robbed of their cell phones, cars and monies in broad daylight. Some pastors believe the criminals might be working with church members to get information. Mkhuhlu Pastors Forums called a meeting with the local police station to try and find ways to fight these criminal activities. Mpumalanga police have confirmed several cases of robbery in different churches, including Nkomazi and Emalahleni. Congregants have been advised to be vigilant and to avoid going to church with valuables. To discuss the issue further, we're joined by Mpumalanga Police spokesperson Brigadier Donald Mdluli. Very good evening to you. Thank you so much for your time. I mean, advising congregants not to go to church with their personal belongings in a place of worship, I mean, that in itself is shocking. What is your response to these latest attacks?
Good evening, Paul, as well as to the viewers. Yes, we have registered these cases, which is a concern for us. Hence, even today in that area of Mkhuhlu, as the acting provincial commissioner of the SAPS in Mpumalanga, Major General Dr. Zef Mkhwanazi, has ordered all the station commanders to call on this faith-based organization, the churches, to come. Like today, they were there at Calcutta in Mkhuhlu, where we try to have a collaboration with them in trying to address this. Because one, these suspects target these churches because they know that normally people will go with their phones. Some are using their Bibles from their phones. They've got cash and there are vehicles there. What we are saying, we're not saying that people should not go with their valuables, because, I mean, if you go to church, you have to travel, you have to use your vehicle. And of course, a cell phone is something that people nowadays are always carrying. So what we are actually encouraging that meeting, because it's part of the program for Community Police Forum, where we come together and check as to how we can work together with the churches in trying to address this. The most important thing that we discuss and want to send a message to community members is that they should not buy suspected stolen properties, because these cell phones, when these criminals take them from the congregants, they normally take it and sell it to someone. Maybe it's an iPhone at a cheaper price. Then when you buy that, it means you are encouraging this, because it becomes a market for them to continue with this evil thing. So we discourage people to buy suspected stolen properties, and also to report if you find someone coming, even if it's a family member, it's your son, it's your cousin, with something or a property that you don't know how he or she got it, you need to ask and report such so that they can be arrested. We have made some inroad in terms of these suspects that went to the churches. Like in Wheatbank, we managed to arrest some suspects and also recovered some vehicles. At Mdladla in Nkomazi, we also managed to arrest 3 suspects who went to a church and robbed there. So we are left with 3. So this can be a war that we can manage to win if we work collaboratively.
Brigadier, is there an indication, I mean, you speak about making some inroads, is there an indication that these robberies are being carried out by an organized group, or is this a matter of just an opportunistic crime? What are you analyzing here? From our preliminary findings, is these are both organized type of criminals. Remember, some of them, because of the opportunity, like they know, people who normally go to churches, they don't carry firearms.
They are in a relaxed mode. They are going there to pray. And also the opportunity of them with these items, personal items, they know that they can get it easy. That's why they even go to rob during the day. So, and also they are organized, because you'll find that these are coming in a group where they will start firing some shots so that they scare the members and rob them from of their belongings. So it's both organized kind of, and also remember, when we intensify in terms of fighting crime, that area of Calcutta, for instance, in Mkhushu, we used to have a challenge in terms of crime there, and we intensified our efforts, and we are no longer able to carry out these things because we have, like for instance, in the area of Mariti, where we have started with our community patrollers, or the community in blue. So they sometimes this crime shift, and also now they see they can no longer do it on the other side. Then they now target the churches. Hence, we are now going to this side and try to address this. But also, this is a reflection of the society, because if you can go to a church and rob someone, it shows some kind of moral decay there. So people used not to do that. They used to respect churches. So I think it's something that we must reflect as well as a nation, to check as to what is happening in terms of our morals, because there seems to be in the society a moral decay, which also call for us to work together as government as well as churches and other organizations in trying to address the issue of morals.
So in your efforts to try and bring some sort of justice in the Mkhushu area, are you saying that you've intensified your patrols? Or, I mean, one would ask where your intelligence-led operations are in place, because you look at the first robbery and there's a second one in a very short space of time. How did the second incident still happen if you have been tracking these criminals in the depth that you speak of, Brigadier?
Yes, I can indicate that, yes, we haven't arrested the suspect that went to that church previously. I think it was on the 20th, where they took some items, and as well as a vehicle which was later recovered. They also took some car keys and some handbags which were also recovered, but the money as well as the cell phones have not yet been recovered. We are working very hard on that area, like I indicated, that in other areas we managed to arrest, but on this one we have not yet arrested someone, and that was the message that we were sharing with them, that let's work together. We'll intensify our patrols, as I've earlier indicated. We'll also try to, some of the information, unfortunately, we are unable to share here, or that we shared with the congregants and the leaders of the churches today, what they must do in order for us not to have a recurrence of this type of criminality in the churches.
Very well. Thank you so much for speaking to us this evening. Mpumalanga Police spokesperson, Brigadier Donald Mdluli, there, speaking to us about the complaints as the Mkhushu Pastors Forum is calling on police to intervene and curb the spike in church robberies.